Welcome to Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. Let's speedrun all the bite-sized news, shall we? There's a lot of Ubisoft news coming at you, following a solid month of rumors that there would be no yearly installment of Assassin's Creed in 2016. Ubisoft confirmed as much on its blog last week. First Destiny, now Assassin's Creed, come on. 2016, not looking great in terms of delays. At this point, 2017, probably the new 2016. In the blog post, they said they plan to re-examine the franchise and are recommitting to make it a premier open-world franchise while probably doing some peyote on a desert mountain somewhere. This comes after less than stellar sales of the previous two titles in the Assassin's Creed franchise, probably because they still haven't gone to Japan. They also said in an investor call that Watch Dogs 2 will be out before April 2017, in case you were interested, but probably not. Investor calls, the unsung hero. How would we news without you? In more news from Ubisoft, because they just can't sit still, upcoming shooter MMO The Division will be one of the first big games to incorporate eye tracking software. Announced today by Ubisoft and Toby, the creators of IX and Sentry Eye Tracker, this functionality will be fully available on the PC version when the game launches on March 8th. Some of the eye tracking features include making the minimap and other HUD elements opaque when players aren't looking at them, adjusting the camera's field of view when the player looks to the edge of the screen, and tagging enemies that are looked at by the player, which all sounds pretty cool actually. Of course, you still have to own eye tracking software to make it all happen, but see, PC gamers, sometimes you do get the nice things that aren't dumbed down to keep up or back with, rather, the console versions. A group of British scientists are working on a type of cement that can safely house nuclear waste for up to 100,000 years, at which point, that's someone else's problem. The group, out of the UK's Synchrotron Science Facility, Diamond Light Source, which actually sounds like a place for building Pacific Rim Jaegers, hopes to aid in the country's growing nuclear waste problem. The UK is actually expected to have around 300,000 cubic meters of radioactive waste by 2030, since so much of their electricity is derived from nuclear fusion. This special cement is around 50% more effective than the current method for housing nuclear waste, storing it inside Martin Shkreli, and will basically last until we're all dead and gone anyway. The current plan is to store the waste inside the cement deep underground, where it'll probably give birth to a giant Cloverfield monster for the future. A giant J.J. Abrams monster is nowhere as terrifying, though, as Samsung's Smart TV. The Daily Beast recently found a rather disturbing section of the voice-activated TV set's privacy policy, which reads, "Please be aware that if your spoken words include personal or other sensitive information, that information will be among the data captured and transmitted to a third party." So, TV spying on you? Been sending all that to other people? Can't be as bad as it sounds, though, right? Well, actually, it can be. In a reply about the controversy, Samsung literally cautioned customers not to say private stuff in front of the TV because that information won't be private anymore. While it's understandable that Samsung wants to use your voice commands to improve the performance of the TV set or, figure out what else they can sell you, it seems like you could do it in maybe a slightly less 1984 way. Samsung was also quick to point out that anyone using the TV has consented to the privacy policy, which makes it so much better. But has anyone consented to hearing more of Kanye West's continual nonsense? Probably not, but we get it anyway. The greatest artist of all time has been making a number of headlines recently, and none of them are particularly good looks for Yeezy. First, Kanye debuted his video game in front of a live crowd at the release party for his new album, The Life of Pablo. The game, called Only One, is about flying Kanye's mother through the sky up to the gates of heaven. The crowd apparently wasn't quite as thrilled as he wanted them to be after watching the trailer, so he told them, "That ain't easy to do, man. Y'all just be acting like that shit is regular." And then he made them watch it again. Clap for me! West's new album has hit a few stumbling blocks, considering he released it exclusively on Tidal, a subscription music service no one cares about. As a result of fan complaints, he went on another one of his epic Twitter rants, stating that he's $53 million in debt, and then he asked Mark Zuckerberg to fund Kanye West's ideas to the tune of $1 billion. He again called himself the greatest artist of all time, and then asked Mark to call him the next day, even though it's his birthday. I want to live in that world. In less crazy town music news, the Recording Industry Association of America has decided to include online album streams into its gold, platinum, and multi-platinum record awards. Now, if only they could track pirated downloads. 3DM to the rescue, sort of, I guess. After going on a very public hiatus, the famous Chinese hacking group 3DM is back in the news this week, claiming that they've nearly cracked the now legendary anti-tamper software Denuvo. Last week, they said they were going to stop cracking single-player games for a year to measure the impact on sales. sales. That had the unwanted side effect of people speculating they were quitting because Just Cause 3, which is protected by Denuvo, was just too hard to break. So now they've come back to prove all the doubters wrong. Oh, those altruistic goals dashed again by the desire to just say, "Suck it, haters." Learn it from Kanye. Some things are just universal. Miyazaki's making films again, Kojima's making games again, and Cliff Bleszinski is talking again. All's right with the world. It's like 2005. The outspoken former Gears of War director, Cliffy B, said on Twitter this weekend that Kojima wanted Silent Hills to be a collaboration between the two of them. Nobody tell Guillermo, or this could turn into an ugly love triangle. Or a fantastic love triangle. Bleszinski made the statement while responding to a fan on Twitter, saying that Kojima's offer flattered him, but he ultimately declined. When asked why, Dude Huge responded, "I don't like LA, I love new IP, and I would have fucked up Silent Hill." He is known for his subtlety, so now all you Gears of War fans can just try to imagine a Silent Hill game with chainsaws and the coal train. A new PBS documentary is claiming that scientists have discovered how to hack memories, editing old memories or creating new ones altogether. According to the filmmakers, researchers are discovering that memory is far more malleable, always being written and rewritten, not just by us, but by others. We're discovering the precise mechanisms that can explain and even control our memories. The documentary, titled Memory Hackers, focuses on a number of scientists who are all studying memory, plus a few notable subjects. Among the scientists is a psychology expert from London's South Bank University who's designed a system for implanting false memories into her subjects. She's even convinced some subjects that they've committed crimes they're actually innocent of, which does not at all sound like the plot of a bunch of science fiction movies and video games. The future is dark. The documentary will be airing in the UK at a featured date and debuted in the US just last week, so did you see it? Do you know? Would you remember if you did? Well, anyway, that's it for the roundup of geeky news today. Where would you store all of Britain's nuclear waste? Or in who? Anything I missed? Let me know in the comments. For more of the latest news from the tubes, remember to like this video and subscribe to the know. So let's go back to the top of this one just to be safe. According to the filmmakers, researchers are recovering that memory from my current Americans. Nope, wait, back it up. Oh my god, I'm so snotty and disgusting.